In this Amazon FBA product research tutorial, I'm going to show you a technique that will help speed up your product research. So if you're struggling to find your first product at the moment, give this a go and see how you get on. So let's head over to Amazon. And what I want you to do, instead of searching for products, I want you to click on the menu and choose new releases. And there's a reason behind this. It will make sense as we go through the video. The problem with Amazon and when people are struggling to find products is there are millions and millions of products on Amazon, and often many of them we don't even want to look at. So for example, big branded products that are never going to be a private label product, wholesale products, that type of thing. So we want to try to avoid those. And if we can filter those millions and millions of products down to maybe hundreds of thousands or less, it gives us a higher chance of finding a product that may be viable for our Amazon private label businesses. So the reason we're looking at new releases is we're trying to find a specific type of product. So I want you to look for products that have somewhere between about 10 to 50 reviews. So the ones without any reviews are no good. The ones with 2,700 reviews, I mean, how this is in hot new releases, there's obviously something not quite right there. But let's scroll down and see if I can find an example. So we've got here, we've got the Cool List neck massager at 52. That's certainly worth looking at. We've got these little fridges here. None of these are any good. They've got no reviews. That's too high. So if we just take one of these, let's take this fridge here at 21. So it doesn't actually matter what the product is. What we're trying to do is find the entry to the rabbit hole for this particular technique. So once you've opened up the product, click on the reviews and ratings link here. So click on that. Amazon, for some reason, now asks you to log in. So if you're not already logged in, it's going to ask you to log in before they'll show you the reviews and ratings. And what we're looking for is we are looking for Vine reviewers. So there's a good chance if they are a new listing and they've already got somewhere between 10 to 50 reviews, that they've used the Amazon Vine review program. Otherwise, they wouldn't have that many reviews that quickly, unless they're doing something nefarious, which to be fair, most sellers are. So once you've found a product with some Amazon Vine reviewers, this is your starting point. Like I say, it doesn't matter what the product is, but if a seller is paying to put their product into the Vine review program, we know they're not reselling other people's branded products. So they're not wholesale products, they're not big branded products. These should be other private label products. So what we've done is we've reduced those millions and millions of products to maybe a few 100,000 instead, and hopefully our time is better invested looking at this reduced list. So what we do is we look through the reviews and we open up the individual reviewers, because these reviewers will have reviewed lots of different private label products. So let's open these. We've got Harissy there, we've got Chrissy, we've got 0%, we've got Amazon's Trusted, and we've got Z Herbert there. And you can see if I click through these, hopefully you'll see lots of different products. All of these are in the Vine review program. And you can get some great product ideas from here. Now, sometimes when you click through these reviewers, they won't have their reviews as public and you'll just have a blank profile, in which case just close it and move on. But actually, all 5 of these sellers have all of their products or all of their reviews available for us to see. So all of a sudden, I've got quite a few products for me to go through and see if it has any potential. Now, it's hard to see because these thumbnails are quite small. Now, sometimes I think this reviewer had it. Sometimes when they post lots of pictures, they include it behind the review, which makes it even more difficult to see what they are reviewing. But the goal is this. All we do is we look through this list and we look for something that might be appealing. So we've got some vitamins there, which I'm not interested in. Stickers, that's probably going to be a super low price. Brightens my smile, not interested in that type of products. Hydration, that's a consumable. Underwear. Hammock, probably going to be seasonal. Toddler proof bowls, so I might open that product and have a look. Clothing, salad spinner, let's open that as well. So you can see within the space of 1 minute of looking through this list, I've opened up 2 products that are interesting. So this is the review, and in the top right hand corner, click on the product. And the same with this one. This is the review, click on the product, and you can actually see the product. So we've got suction bowls and plates for toddlers. It actually looks quite a nice little set, this at $19.99. And we've also got the salad spinners here at $25.49, which maybe are going to be a bit seasonal, but we shall find out. So the next step is then to find the correct search term, which I've covered in another video, and I'll link to you at the end of this video. And then you analyze it in X-ray to see how well those products are selling and whether the other stats marry up. So suction bowls, suction plates, I'd probably have to go into Cerebro to figure out the exact search term to use for this particular product. I think salad spinner is probably a bit more predictable. So let's just confirm this. Put in salad spinner and let's wait for the search expander to load with the estimated search volumes. So salad spinner, yeah, let's take off the last letter so it shows me salad spinner. Salad spinner at 20,000. So let's bring that up. And then you would do your analysis with whichever sales estimator tool you're using. I'm using X-Ray from Helium 10. So we're going to bring up X-Ray and see what the stats are for this niche. So let's bring up X-Ray. Here we go. These are the stats. We've got the sponsored products filtered out. We've got quite a bit of demand. This demand looks quite nice. This is too much, so you wouldn't be targeting these as a new seller, but you might look further down. You're looking at kind of the top 15 or so organic results. And you could target 100 plus. So I think you could come into this niche targeting between 1 to 200 sales per month because you've got evidence of multiple sellers selling at that volume. So there's plenty of evidence there. Price point is a little bit on the low side. I want to see ideally above £20 because you want to make a minimum of £7 profit per unit before your PPC, storage fees and returns. So the price point would probably rule it out. Let's just see if this is seasonal. I'm guessing it is. Put it over the 1 year view. We are currently at the start of July. It's very hot. That's why I look a bit shiny in this video. And yeah, we're basically coming into peak season. So this demand, I mean, it drops down substantially in the winter months. So I would avoid this niche as demand is going to drop probably by 75%. You're going to be selling less than 50 units, maybe 25 units per month if that marries up with a search volume dropping off. But hopefully that shows you the technique that you can use. And this is an infinite rabbit hole. So if we go back to the seller of this salad spinner, what you can just do is you can click on any of these products, or you can even go to the salad spinner itself. Let's just go back to the salad spinner. And you can find other Vine reviewers, because normally if a product has one Vine review, it will normally have 4 or 5 others. This might be a brand new product. It only has 6 so far, but let's take a look. Oh no, it's actually 2 or 3 other Vine reviewers. So now we can click on Sweet Pea, we can click on Brana, and we can click on Foxingale. And there we go. Lots more. See, these guys have got their reviews hidden, as I was talking about earlier, and so have these as well. But off the back of that, we found another reviewer with lots of other products that may have private label potential. Now, if you're not sure how to find the right search term or how to analyze a product, what all the stats mean once you've actually found a product, I'm going to pop up a video now, which is a Helium 10 tutorial I released a couple of weeks ago, which talks you through step by step how to find the product ideas in the first place, how to find the correct search term, and then how to analyze that individual niche to see whether the opportunity is viable or not. So I'm going to pop up that video now, and I'll see you guys over there.